They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
Now, this actor coming up here is Bill Hinsman, a man pretty much destined to play graveyard zombies. His other works include Flesh Eater, where he played the Flesh Eater, Season of the Witch, where he played the Intruder, and he was also in The Majorettes, playing a pretty young high school sophomore coming of age in a small Iowa town. I'm kidding. I think he played some sort of ugly creature thing. There you go. That's what Bill Hinsman does better than anyone else. Look extremely ugly. And there we go. Thus begins the timeless horror movie cliche of the heroine following while being chased. You know, I've often thought that monsters and axe murderers must not be able to believe their luck. They're being totally outclassed in foot speed over virtually every type of terrain when suddenly their victim simply falls down. And they'd still have at least half a minute to get up and run, but they always lay there like slugs. The monster must just think, man, what a gift. She had me by a mile. You know, she's lucky this guy didn't have the OnStar system, or he'd just call up and say, yeah, I'm trying to eat this woman alive, but she locked herself in the car. Yes, sir, we have you at the cemetery. I'll open that car for you now. You know, in real life, Bill Hinsman actually had to do this to get a ride anywhere. He wants that wig. You know, apparently, when you're a zombie, the only thing that changes is a little rheumatism in the knees. Well, and, you know, the whole flesh-eating thing, too, I suppose. Only a woman could wreck a car that wasn't even running. I'm kidding, please don't write in, it's just a joke. Actually, this little scene was added because between the first and second day of shooting, someone actually did smash into the car and there was no way they could hide the damage. I don't know how the damage occurred, but, you know, we can be pretty sure it was a woman. I'm kidding, don't write in. Here she's in a full zombie beating pace now, unless she were to trip again. There's no way that clown can ever catch her. Bill just wandered off into the woods. Yeah, playing, of course, on everyone's innate fear of taxidermists. You know, it turns out to be a well-founded fear. You're roughly 4.5 million times more likely to be killed by a taxidermist as you are by a CPA or a law clerk. Zombies hate clotheslines. And voila, it's dark. The sun didn't set, it crashed. It's a brief Joe Cocker impression there. Here comes another horror movie cliche. If you're being chased, run up the stairs where you have no possible hope of escape. Okay, I don't mean to harp on it, but I still haven't seen anything you wouldn't find in any Wisconsin home. And here we see the first appearance of Dwayne Jones, who later went on to become a household name, and of course, Ganja and Hess. Remember that. Apparently it was the zombies emanating that weird mosquito noise. Folks, I don't pretend to know what motivates a zombie, but part of it might be anger over the tacky clothes their loved ones buried them in. It really is a lot more pleasant being beaten to death with a tire iron when you're already dead. You know, if you were a zombie, you'd probably take a lot more chances with your life. You know, go skydiving, visit the seedier parts of town after dark without fear, adjust your snowblower without shutting it off. This here, of course, is Sack from the Bowery Boys. It's pretty good, really. This whole movie was shot near Pittsburgh, and they had some trouble with this scene because Pittsburgh does require a permit to burn a zombie on your back porch. And they burned it without a permit, and the shooting almost shut down. I guess it was a big mess. Oh man, even for a junk drawer, that's pretty darn junky.
We came to put a wreath on my father's grave.
I wouldn't chew on that wig. I think it could be toxic.
Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any.
She's really focusing on the least interesting parts of the story.
And
this is making his story look great.
it's hot in here. Hot.
Hey, she listened to your story.
And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?"
He didn't say it like that.
"Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late."
You know, if I were him, I think I'd just go ahead and throw myself into a crowd of those zombies and hope for a quick death.
Johnny. And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away.
He's not even pretending to listen at this point.
I went up to this man.
No, go on with your story. You know, it's possible that this lady simply died from exhaustion after gathering all those wood scraps. I suppose there's the whole melted head thing that I'm not taking into consideration. See, and there's a lesson for all you would-be corpses out there. Have the courtesy to die on a throw rug so that it's easy for the living to drag you around. Yeah, this would be just my luck. The one time a nude woman actually shows up at my place and she's dead. This is zombie Hoyt Axton, if I'm not mistaken. She's not even a zombie. She just fell asleep in her oatmeal. Well, that's how he got his head scuffed, getting too close to the camera. Lady, take my advice. Don't try to act with Barbara. Nothing will come of it. I hope those aren't her knees creaking like that.
There's a million weak spots up here. Give me one of those.
Her brother was killed.
Somehow even that news makes him mad.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hasn't said anything.
I don't understand. Baby. It's Mommy.
I heard.
Kid thought she was in a Tarzan film for a minute. Me hurt.
Thank you, Judy.
Why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
He doesn't know about trucks and gas pumps? Was he been trapped in a cave for the past 30 years?
Come on! This key won't work. Watch it.
Oh man. See, this is why it's best just to go ahead and pay the extra for full serve. They had one small task, fill up the truck with gas, and they whizzed it right down their leg within 15 seconds.
Hang on! Tom! Turn your cars and get out of the truck!
Stay by the gas pump, that's good.
Let's get out of here! Come on, come on!
My jacket's caught.
Well, they're not in there, so everything's okay, I guess. Oh, too bad. You know, if you didn't have Bosco available for blood, could you use powdered Ovaltine or Carnation Instant Breakfast? He has to pretend like he's not enjoying that.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
There. Do you feel uplifted by the ending? Do you feel your human spirit soaring? Or do you feel like I did when I first saw this movie? Like drinking a 12-pack of Milwaukee's Best on the couch in my underwear until I passed out. I'd really rather not visit a town like this that's able to produce so many countless meat hooks on such short notice.